Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I am excited and grateful to be here today. For those of you that have been around for a minute, I have missed a couple of uploads. If you're wondering where I was, I unfortunately caught the Rona. Last week was down about 4 days. It was rough going. The quarantine was hard, the symptoms were hard, but fortunately I am here, and like I said, I am grateful for those that reached out to me. I am grateful for my husband and my family and my friends. I am one of the lucky ones. How I got it, I have no idea, but let's just have some makeup therapy and celebrate Memorial Day weekend. Give honor to those that have served our country. I have a fun red, white, and blue look for today. I have the new e.l.f. powder foundation. A lot of e.l.f. products in here. So I hope that sounds interesting to you. If it does, then just keep watching. What is already done, I did put my brows on. I used my Wet n Wild brow pencil. Under my eyes, I have my Becca under eye brightening cream that I've been enjoying so much. I did prime my eyes with a little e.l.f. concealer. I am going to do my eyes first because I want to use this blue, and I just want to make sure I don't have any fallout for this new powder foundation that I am excited to try. It took me a minute to jump on the bandwagon. I have not had the best experience with my oily skin with powder foundations, but I am hearing some wonderful things about it and I wanted to give it a test. It is later in the day. It is almost summertime. The kids are out of school for us. So filming is going to be a little bit tricky for me, but it's important. It brings me joy, and I hope that it brings you joy. So I'm going to be filming at different days, different times, which you may never even know, but heads up. Wear test is going to be slightly difficult today, but I am going to wear it throughout the day. If I can jump on camera later and give you an update, I will, but for sure I will leave something in the description box. Before I jump into the eyes, I am going to throw a little bit of my matte putty primer on. I want to give this foundation a chance against my oily skin. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on my fingers, and I'm going to put this on. And I want to give this a chance to settle into the skin before we go in with that powder foundation. For the eyes, I grabbed the e.l.f. Bite Size palette in Carnival Candy. Truly, for this blue that is in here. There is a really pretty sparkly blue in here, and then of course this is a very easy transition shade. I picked up a couple things on the e.l.f. website that I'm going to be playing with today, and you know one of my favorite brushes is the Detail Crease brush, and I believe it runs for $4. Well, I saw they had these mint melt brushes on the website. They may have even been on sale, but I grabbed them. So I'm going to play with those today as well. And it looks like there's, like, both of these look flat. This one has a little bit of a, obviously a larger size and a little bit more fluff, and then this one just looks like a pencil brush, but they all look nice. I think I'm gonna start with this Detail Crease brush and go into this nice medium brown shade and take that into the crease, just to provide some definition to the eye. The blue is the star of the show, and of course you know I brought my No Budge shadow stick in Sweet Cream from the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams collection. That was just a fave. Actually, I didn't even think about it. I wonder if the Cookies and Dreams palette would have worked for my look today. I didn't even think about it. Of course, I still have that one. But I remember it had a lighter shade of blue, and I was looking more for navy for today. So as you can see, this brush gives a little more detail. It's easy to be very concentrated with this color when you're using this brush. And then I could take this larger brush and lightly tap it in there and just take it a little bit higher. e.l.f. brushes are nice. They're on the softer side. And this I'm going very light-handed with, just to give a little more of a blown out appearance. I literally just took these brushes out of the package because I wanted to use them first with you. And I love my e.l.f. Putty Primer Brush, is the brush that I like to use for my cream blushes. I'm going to use this smaller flat one, and I'm going to go into this shade right here and just take it underneath. Same shade. Love it for under the eyes. Now what I'm going to do is take that same brush and I'm going to wipe it off because it's a flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this blue shade and I'm going to pack that on the lid. Nope. I'm going to take my finger and go into it because it is a shimmer shade and I want intensity, and I'm going to press this onto my lid. Yep, much better. When you're dealing with shimmers and you want more, the answer is either to wet your brush or use your finger. And I'm just lazy. I would rather use my finger than take the time to wet a brush sometimes. Very pretty shade of blue. Looks good. I'm going to go back into this brush and this brown and just make sure that crease is good. If any of that blue crept up, it'll blend in. And I think I am gonna take that little flat brush back into the blue and spritz it with a little setting spray. This is just one that I have from Shop Miss A. And just make sure that I have that inner corner of the eye looking nice. Take a closer look for fallout. Looking good. I have blue shadow on my fingers. I am going to continue with the eyes and throw a little bit of the e.l.f. This is their Satin Black eyeliner, and I'm just gonna go along the top here. This is not my favorite black eyeliner, but it'll do, and it is inexpensive. I just don't always like it in my waterline, but it is not a bad liner. I'm gonna throw some top mascara on, and for that I'm gonna use my Essence Lash Princess. I do enjoy the e.l.f. If you watched my mascara declutter, I believe that the Lash Out Loud is my favorite of the e.l.f. mascaras. This is probably the best mascara that you can find for the price at the drugstore. My only complaint about this mascara is that it sometimes runs under my eyes. So, if I'm being honest, if I'm wearing this to an event, I'm wearing a tubing mascara on the bottom. But if I'm on a day-to-day, I don't mind wiping it. If it happens, which it doesn't always. This mascara is a nice, buildable, inexpensive mascara. The wand is not too big to control. You can really build it up to be bold. I'll throw on a couple coats and I'll be right back. Mascara is on. I just did the top. I'm going to take a little bit of my Cookies and Dreams and I'm going to put it in my waterline. I don't normally pull on my eye like this, but this is a chubby pencil, and it's kind of hard to control because it is chubby. Looks nice. I am going to put some in the center as well, but I'm going to wait for my concealer, which we're going in with now. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I used to have the hydrating one. I must have decluttered it due to age, but this one is medium sand. A little bit drying on my under eyes, but hopefully the Smashbox and Becca will help. Just gonna pat it in with my finger. Here is the star of the show. This is what inspired this video, and this is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Now it's got some good claims on here. Long wear, buildable formula, medium to full coverage, semi-matte finish for an airbrushed, shine-free, even complexion. I'm all about that. Great for all skin types with oil control, skin concerns. I like that. It does come with a sponge. It's free of talc, phthalates, parabens. Looks really nice. And this one, I believe I got at Ulta for $11. The shade that I got was Light 280N. Got the little e.l.f. imprint in it. It does come with a sponge. Because I'm using it, I've seen this in videos being used as a foundation, also as a touch-up powder. I'm going to use it as the powder foundation as it's intended today. And I may play on other days and keep you posted, of course, in a future video. So I'm just going to take this sponge, and if I don't like it, I'll go back in with a brush, but I'm going to use the sponge first because this is how they want you to use it. And I'm going to go over, oh, I think it's too dark. We're going to make it work. Looks a little dark on my complexion. The sponge is soft. I'm going to try not to go in too heavy. I am dragging it on the face because I want it to look as smooth as possible. And I'm going to try to go on one side of the face so we can see the difference. It does look very smoothing. It is covering my imperfections. Wow, it does look really nice. That is the side with the foundation. This is the side without. So you can see a much smoother, softer appearance. Let's go ahead and do the other side. And I'm trying to spread out the products. I don't want it to look, I think my concerns are that it's going to look heavy on my face, and of course that I'm going to turn into an oil slick. But so far it's looking beautiful, and maybe this shade will work. It's not looking too dark now. I have a lovely age spot right here. Pull it down. Yeah, I would call it pretty full coverage. I can see some pores right here. But I think it looks pretty nice. I'm going to go over this area right here just to make sure that it blends in nicely with the concealer. I'm impressed so far. I'm going to next jump in with a new favorite. This is the Loreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer that I am going to be taking on vacation with me. I think this will be nice for the beach. And of course I will update you all as to how my makeup wore on vacation, because I do have a little collection coming along of what I plan on taking. I did order some waterproof mascaras because the mascara that I took on vacation last year did not work out well. I took the waterproof, is it Lancome? Who makes Monsieur Big? Monsieur Big, am I saying that right? I took that one because it was recommended, and unfortunately it did not like me because it was all over my face and very difficult to get off. Even my Wayne Goss waterproof let me down a little bit. So I ordered a couple new ones. What did I ordered 2. I'll have to post pictures of what I ordered, and I will of course let you know what survived on the beach and what I was a mess with. And yes, I am one of those crazy people that will have makeup on the beach, but very light, very light. I have to have concealer, brows, mascara. Let me know. What will you not be caught without makeup wise? For blush, I am going to take a chance because I picked up a new, this is another e.l.f. Monochromatic blush stick. This is my second or third one of these. I really enjoy them, and this is a nice pink shade. This one is the shade Dazzling Peony. There's what it looks like, and I'm just going to lightly tap that on there. Hopefully it doesn't disturb the powder foundation. I actually have 2 blushes that I'm going to play with today, but this one, I've just really been enjoying these bright pinks, and this one is pretty soft, so I'm not sure how it would do on a deeper skin tone than mine. I like that it has a little bit of a shimmer if I'm not feeling like putting highlighter on. While I'm giving that a moment to dry down on the skin, I'm going to go ahead and put my Essence mascara on my bottom lashes. I'll be right back. I am back. Bottom mascara is on. I don't think I need to put any more of the brown under my eyes. It held up pretty good against that concealer. I am going to go in with my e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams shadow stick again, and I'm going to put a little bit of white in my inner corner. I just love this for brightening the eye look. I take a very small brush. This one is from Shop Miss A, the AOA Studio. This came in a set, but they are very nice brushes that are very inexpensive. Put that there just to brighten that inner corner a bit. And we have to incorporate red, white, and blue today, right? Do you have any plans? Are you gonna have a cookout? Do you have a family member that you're gonna honor today that served? My dad was a Air Force man, proud to say. Let's go in with some lip liner, and I grabbed my Morphe lip liner in Well Red. And for lipstick, I do have an e.l.f. matte liquid lipstick in red, but it was just a little bit too deep, so I thought I'd grab this one from Flower Beauty. This is Wild Azalea, and these are great lipsticks. I do have a bone to pick with Ulta. So these are the Petal Pout lipsticks, and there are 15 options on here. They're $8.99. They're fabulous. However, they do come in 2 different finishes. You can get them in a cream finish or in a matte finish. And my complaint with Ulta is you get the options of colors. It'll tell you what colors are in there, but it doesn't tell you what finish they are. So either order from Flower Beauty's website or at least peek on Flower Beauty's website, because their website will tell you which ones are matte and which ones are cream. I am more of a matte kind of girl. That I'm telling you, the way that I would describe this Wild Azalea is that it is a creamy matte. So labeled matte, but goes on creamy, dries down. I will wait like 5 minutes and then I will blot it, and then it is just good to go. Not a lot of transfer, really stays on well, just a really super comfortable matte. I would compare this to the Milani Fetish lipsticks that are so hot right now. I would compare this to even my Pat McGrath. This I could almost call a dupe for my Pat McGrath Elson, I believe is the name of that shade, but beautiful. I am going to put some powder blush on top. I have the darker version of this. This is their blush palette that comes in dark and light, and I bought dark based on another creator's recommendation, and I like it. I've had it, but it is super pigmented and I have to be really careful with it. And I thought I would pick up the light, mostly because I've been so obsessed with these bright pink blushes, and I really was drawn to this bright pink color. So that is the color that I am going to throw on top. And I am just going to tap over that monochromatic blush. Ooh, I like it. So I believe that the bottom two have a shimmer and the top two do not. Yes. So these two shades are a little more peachy and a little more matte. These two are a little more pink and have a little more shimmer. Ooh, tell me what you think about that blush. I really like it. And to finish off the face, I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Fight Dirty because I love it. My skin does not look dry. It looks really good. I don't feel like my oils are coming through. So I will keep you posted. Hey, it's me. I am back. It is almost 10:30, so we are looking at a 6-hour wear test. Sorry it couldn't have been longer. Looking at my face, I am a little bit warm right now. I have no idea why. The foundation, unfortunately, I am shinier than I would prefer, but it still looks good. It hasn't broken up. I obviously ran out of sunlight, so I just have my ring light here so that you can see. I mean, I've been laying on the couch. I did, obviously, fix my lips. I had pizza and just had a lovely refreshment with my husband now that I'm out of quarantine for a day. Woohoo! So the foundation looks good. It didn't break up. I think everything looks good. I have my little Revlon roller. I just wanted to see what it looks like. If you're not familiar with this, this is a pretty cool thing. It's going to roll away the oil. So let's see how it does. Isn't that cool? But if you need something to take the shine off of your face without adding any powder, any texture, I recommend it. And it just comes apart and you wash it and you can use it over and over again. I often keep it in my purse. I do give this powder foundation a thumbs up. You are gonna have to blot it if you are an oily skin type, but for, I would think, dry to normal skin, it's great. And it does get a thumbs up for me as an oily skin girl for not breaking up. It doesn't look patchy, it doesn't look bad. So I hope that helps. Complexion looks fantastic. I love the eye look. I love the red, white, and blue sort of theme that I've got going on here. I hope that you had fun chatting with me. I'm glad to be back. If you are watching this, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I am growing, I am dreaming, I am living my best life when I'm sitting in front of this camera playing with makeup with you. I'm so grateful for those of you that have come today. I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. I am grateful for those of you that have been consistently watching and commenting. I love you. I thank you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know any future ideas for videos that you would like to see. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.